airport ICAO code is KLAS. We are going to San Jose, California. ICAO code for is KSJC. We are doing this flight in the Embraer 195 XCRAFT JetBlue livery. So today I will set up the FMC. It was going to be cold and dark, start from scratch, and then I will do a fly out, climb out. Then that'll be part one of the video. Part two of the video will be landing in San Jose. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Then I'll show you how to bring Simbrief file plane into the FMC, and then get your seat and stars and incorporate the two, and then set everything up. So without further ado, let's go in the cockpit. Alright, here we are in the cockpit, and we are going to follow this, setting this thing up with me. Alright, we'll go on top. First thing we do, turn the battery. We're going to hear this annoying sound, so we'll take care of it in a minute. Okay, we go this, everything here. One thing with this stuff is that everything has to be 12 o'clock. Turn this, then turn our APU on. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this thing off. Alright, it's off. Let's get back on top. Okay, we come back over here. 12 o'clock, just remember that everything is auto. Okay, it's very straightforward here. And hydraulic, auto. And we come over here. When the hit, and on. You know, we don't need no ice protection, so we're gonna leave that alone. We come over here. We'll put the packs on for the time being. Get some air in the back. APU bleed, and of course, there you go, there's a sound. So now we got to go back down again, turn this off. Okay, it's off. Back on top, make sure we're not, we got a nav light on. Beacon and strobe, no smoking sign on, fasten seatbelt. Then we'll get our, this is a new part of the F mod on this, this PA announcement. Okay, we're all set up here. Go back down. I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute. This is pretty much your system status here. Right now, hydraulics, fuel, electrical, ECS, and anti-ice. So that's pretty much the system here. And then we're going to go to navigations, clean this up a little bit. Take all the waypoints out. Oh, and then we're good there. We'll leave everything else on. TCAS, weather. Come over here. Make sure we have that on. Then our terrain. This is a new feature of this 2.4. VSD and the radar. Nice. Alright, so then I can put that away, and I'm going to go to my FMC. Okay, so this is it here. The FMC, as you can see here, it's uh it's on the default on the radio. Okay, so we'll deal with that a little later. We'll go to MCU index. You click here, right? And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to departure. And then one thing I use is I click here so I can use my keyboard. So departure airport is KLAS. Then you click here, enter that here. Okay. Runway, select runway. I'm going to 26 right. So I use my arrow to go down. And hit enter to select. Then I'm going to select the SID. Click here. And I believe the SID here is the Shady 1 SID. So here it is right here. Shady 1, 26 hours. So I go down. Yep. And hit enter. Alright, I got my SID and transition. And that will be keynote, the first one. Select that. And then so that's all good. So now we're back to click that MCU and we go SID edit. That's pretty much our SID out of Vegas. So you have everything here. There's some restriction here. One thing about this new FMC, which I like, they added, you know, you know, your speed here. The one before did not have that, so that's good. Okay, and then okay, they go over here to IRS mode at the cruising altitude here. So now once we're done with the SID, I'm going to load my flight plan. Now the flight plan, the way we do that, I'll bring Simbrief up. So if I can slide it up here, here it is. Okay. So with Simbrief, I've already run it. Okay, and I can kind of go up so you can see a little bit more. This is a flight plan in Simbrief. See, this is the departure, 26 right, Shady, the SID, and this is transition. And this is where, you know, we're going to go star, rise 4, runway 30 at San Jose. And this is everything here. And Simbrief comes pretty close to the real world in terms of calculating this. So this is everything that you need, the fuel on board. So we're going to do that in a minute. So we have, you know, 10 pounds of fuel. And then we go over here. This is all the different waypoint which I'm going to load. Now, I come down here. One thing I find out is that there's two options in here to load this. Before I chose X-Plane 11, that didn't work. So I just stick with X-Plane 10. So you click on this guy, download it, and put it in the output FMS folder in the X-Plane 11. Again, when you download this, you're going to put it on the output folder. Inside the output folder, you find the FMS plan, and this is where you will put this information. Okay? So we're going to get this out of our way here. Alright, so back to here. So now I'm going to go ahead and load that flight plan. Click on load. And over here, as you can see, now I have the right flight plan over here, which is this one. Store that. Then go back to route edit. And here we are. Okay, this is right. And then it does not populate this yet until we completely are done, which is correct. It does not populate the speed restriction yet until we're done. As you can see, we're going to go to flight level 34,000. Okay, and one other thing that we're gonna have to do is with the fact that we have to sit, we're gonna have to remove this guy here. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm gonna hit enter and delete that. Okay, and then now that's gone. So let me see. Just a note, by the way, the cruising altitude would be 30,000, not 34,000. I'm not gonna need this guy 30,000 because I'm gonna have that in the star. So I'll come back down, hit enter, then click delete. So that's gone. So that's my flight plan loaded. We'll maybe have to make some adjustment, but not yet. Let's come back here. So now I'm gonna go to star, the arrival. Click on arrival. I type KSJC. Click here. It's my airport. I'm going to approach runway 30 left, which is ILS 30 left. Select that. Okay, the star is going to be, let me look my Simbrief here. Star is going to be Razor 4. So Razor 4, 30 left. Looks like we're going to have to go to the second page. Here it is. Razor 4, 30 left. So we're going to go down to that. Select it. Then let's see if we have any transition. Oh yeah, we have a transition, all right. No, we can't use any of that. The transition would be rust me, but we're not gonna use that. So that would be in a fine. So we can come back. Okay, we'll select our approach. There it is. ILS 30. Approach selected. Then we are done with our star. We come back. Go star edit. Here's our star. So now, as you can see, this fix here isn't part of the flight plan. I'm going to have to delete that out of the flight plan because I prefer to take the information coming from the star because it gives me the appropriate speed and the appropriate flight level. So this guy I'm going to have to delete in the flight plan. And as you can see, everything else there until ILS 30. So this is all good. So let me go back and delete this guy in the flight plan. So come back, go to rod edit, and let's go to page 2. And here it is, this guy. So come down, hit enter, and delete. So now we have, this is where we start on the waypoint, shady. So let's come back and look at our SID. Make sure that we're good on our SID. So we come out Vegas, purchase all the, right here. So I'm going to have to delete the one from the waypoint, which is this guy here, because I go Shady, Bridge, Becker, Kennel. So let me come back to the flight plan. So see, it is a Shady, Bridge, Becker, Kennel, and I will delete most of this guy here. So I will go delete, delete, delete. Delete. Alright, so I have that. So I left that in here for my flight level. This is everything here. So I'm going to come back to my SID. Here it is. Okay. So I got everything cleaned up here. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go to my autopilot. So our heading will be, since it's 26 right, it's going to be 261. That will be our heading. All right. Our initial altitude will be 10,000 feet. Put that in there. And then initial speed will be 250. Put that in there. And we are done with that. And then we come back out. Go to performance. Now, before we do performance, we got to do one thing. We got to weight and balance. Now, over here, I think fuel wise, we had 10 pounds of fuel, which equate to but 9984. So we got to 9,984. So let's go in passengers. Uh, we have about 122. I don't think, Danbury take 122, so we're gonna be a full load here. So passengers, we bring this guy. Man, how many where we got? Okay, we'll go there, and then so we're still here in fuel. So we take our fuel. Oh, we about yeah. I'm gonna go a little bit more, just in case we have to do a go around. All right, that's about it. Oh, by the way, this is a new feature that they added to this thing here, which is nice. All right, so now we can go to perf. Okay, so we have here about, I would say, I'll go, I'll say 6,000. Okay, payload, that's good, I'll leave that there. All right, this is our total weight. Trim requires 0.7, we had 1.2, so I'm gonna use my, bring it down to 0.7. All right, there we are. Okay, V speed, V1 125, VR 130, and V2 134. Now I'm gonna derate because now I'm at 100%. So you click this here to your TRS. I'm gonna climb at 88, climb 1. Okay, back to perf. Now we're gonna go to page 2. On page 2, we're gonna put our cruise altitude, which is 34,000. Okay, so you put it, initial and final. Okay. Now we're gonna put what Mach speed we want to run at. So I would put say 0.78. Before I do that, I'll say 0.78 because I can always change that. 0.78. All right. So we got our Mach speed. The wind is 251 at 50. All right, here it is. This is an estimated distance 497 miles, time an hour and 16 minutes. Fuel £1,700. Now we're gonna go to the third page. Third page will give us, there's no icing. Here's our VRF speed, flat 5, 123, 151, 116, 131. And this is what 123 will be our final VRF speed. So if you don't do everything else, you will not get this VRF speed here. Okay, so you have to make sure you do that. And you have to make sure that when you get into the perf information, that you go here and derate the takeoff. Okay, and because otherwise you're gonna have everything in yellow and red. So everything is all set up here. The performance page is set up. Autopilot is set up. What you do with autopilot is put the heading, your initial altitude here. That doesn't sound right. 1,000. Wait a minute. I said, there we go. That's better. All right, your initial altitude is 10,000, and then your speed below 10,000. So you don't do nothing else, okay? Because once you hit um, your VNAV, then it will take control of everything. So we are done here. Now, once you are done, you're gonna initialize this thing. If once you initialize it, you cannot go back and change certain things. You have to make sure that your SID is correct, your star is correct, your plane is correct, and then you set up your perf and everything, so you're good. So I come over here, click initialization, boom, it's initialized, and I execute. Done. So now if I come back to progress, you see that it'll tell you my top of climb is at 46 nautical miles, and top of descent will be at 370 nautical miles, right? And then if I go to flight plan, then you see the whole flight plan. There it is. Come out of here, 250, 250 goes to 270, 270, then 0.74. Hopefully the next page would have, yep. See, it did pop it. See, 0.78 as I have. Okay, and then 34,000 miles, and then by the way, this will go down automatically once in the VNAV pad. It'll start descending to this guy here until we do everything. So I pretty not much like this FMC. Some people don't. I know the first go around it was kind of quirky. Now they made some improvement. You know, they add some stuff to it, and it's pretty good. So I'm happy with that. Okay, now with all that said, we go to radio. We go into ident ourselves. Here it is. So I can do 1,000. Okay. So we go there. We're gonna go back down and do this. Then here, this is where we're gonna put a nav radio. We'll do this as we're approaching San Jose. We'll change this thing. If we were in Vaxim, we would put our frequency over here to hear either the EDIS or delivery. So now that it's set, I'm gonna go over here to this guy here and put it to net test. One more, nope. One, two, oh no, right here. All right, so we all good. And you also can enter this information here too, as well. So again, we'll be changing this to the right frequency at the proper time. So now, okay, I gotta take this off so I don't get this beep. All right, gotta click it here, goes away, and I'm back. There we go. So now we gotta go over here and set up panel here. You gotta click on FD. All right, FD click. So now everything you click that's free, it's going to, have this color here because we're not, going here. So I click heading because we're gonna start our heading mode. Nope, I'm not gonna do heading. I'm just gonna click the VNAV because once I get up there, so VNAV won't come on. So far I'll click heading, and then once I do that, I click autopilot. Then we're all good. So come over here, click FMS. You want to be on the plan, and you see that change over here. Okay, and you got to click that, otherwise you won't go into your pad. So I have FMS on, and then another thing you got to do is once you get up there, you gotta click yard damper once you take off, and then bank, because you don't want to kill your passengers. So all that is set for takeoff, okay, and then all we need to do, oh, we gotta put this in. We got to take off. Okay, everything is set here. You got my altitude, my initial speed. Oh, and then the altimeter. So what is the altimeter in Vegas? So we're gonna check with that. We go here. I got this my little weather program here. Click that and say KLAS. Okay. The wind is at 190. It's variable. Okay. So they're still departing in 26, right? They probably could do 19 left, but I'm not doing that. It's just real hot, and then it's 2984. So we're gonna change our barrel here. $29.84. Okay. Why is this not? It's acting funny. Well, that's because I had the wrong thing. Here you go. All right, 2984. We all set. Okay. So that's done. I think we're done with this here, this part. And the next thing we're gonna do is call for a push bar. So that was.
Insert the flat tip into the buckle and pull the loose end of the strap to tighten. Lift the upper portion of the buckle to release. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience unexpected turbulence. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft, 2 forward, 2 aft, and 1 over each wing. Please take a few moments to now locate your nearest exit. Keep in mind that your nearest...
Alright, both engines are started. Took a little while to get this thing going.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Flap 1. taxi light. Jan. All right, let's go ahead and taxi to runway 26 right. Before we do that, let's check our flight control. Left. Right. Aileron. All right, flight control check complete. All right, let's turn off our taxi light. Runway light, left, center. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna do a roll takeoff. little bit of right rudder. Trying to keep it center line.
V1. Rotate. V2.
As you can see, I engage Autopilot, Auto Throttle, and VNAV. So I'm going to let the plane manage it. You have to make sure you get to your first waypoint before you do that. Flaps up. There's some speed restriction over here. See, right now it's going to climb to 4,200 and level off. And it's going to make that turn here. Toward Bell. Things are looking good. I don't know if you guys are able to hear me, but I need to turn the sound down. That's Highway 15 right there. Making the turn. It's going to reduce the speed to 250. file? It is following this nicely. You're maintaining 250. Now it's going to climb to 7,000 feet. All this is emitting by VNAV. 10,000 feet, approaching 10,000. This is the ending of part 1, and I'll see you guys in part 2 when we're approaching San Jose.